Mike Stanley with Shannon, Grimm Partners here today. I'm joined by Denise Martinez, who's on our team as well, and our special guest, Mike Beatty with Howard Hanna Mortgage.
Special makes me feel special.
You're special.
Well, thank you.
So Mike's been on the show a few times, but we just thought he should drop in and give us some mortgage updates and some updates on life.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's been a while, so it's always great to come back here. I appreciate you guys having me. Yeah, just a couple of updates that I think are important to pass along to everybody in the finance world. One of them has to do with flood insurance. A lot of people haven't heard this news yet, but for VA and FHA loans or government loans, if you're purchasing a home that's in a flood zone, you can now shop for that on the private market versus having to use government flood insurance.
Which is huge.
So
you were stuck with what they were giving you before.
Correct. And so that should result in flood insurance premiums coming way down. So makes it much more affordable for people using government financing and looking to buy a home that just happens to be in a flood zone. That's a win. I mean, I could save them hundreds of dollars a month. Don't quote me on that, of course, but compared to what the government's offering, it's a pretty good deal.
Well, the big thing is, I know there's probably people who aren't aware. So we have FEMA flood zone maps, and that shows you where the flood zones are going to be and if certain properties fall into those. If your address is inside one of those flood zone areas, you are required to have flood insurance on top of your typical homeowner's policy. And previously,
Correct.
the government-backed loans, you had to go with what they were offering through, FHA, through VA, and
Correct.
now you can shop it around.
Correct, and it usually was, super expensive. I mean, flood insurance, flashback a year ago, it's going to be 2 to 3 times of what your normal homeowner's insurance is going to be that you have to add on to it. So now, if you can cut that in half because you can shop it on the private sector, that's fantastic. That's great for every consumer, in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah, and you
yes.
may be able to get better coverage as well. Wouldn't everyone like better coverage?
Yeah, I mean, most of the time I think so. That's probably a pretty good idea, right?
We've seen enough flooding over the last few years. Not so much here in Central Ohio, but
Right.
nationwide, that it would be a smart idea to get some good coverage for that, I'm guessing.
I think so. Another important thing that I think is prudent to talk about today would be as we approach the end of the year, there's a lot of people that are going to want to get into their new homes before the holidays, right? So at least at Howard Hanna Mortgage, know that we can close your loans now in 21 days or less.
Oh,
So
good.
you got it, these clients, or if you out there, if you're looking to buy a home and you want to be in that home before the holidays, we can still make that happen. There's still 3 or 4 weeks left before we have to get that in before you can close and get you in before Christmas or Hanukkah.
21 days is fast, or quicker.
Yeah, well, that's technology right now at its
Yes.
finest, right? Technology
That's
is amazing
good,
in
yes.
our industry.
Would you not agree that as a buyer's agent, your buyer has more power if they're going up against other people who are financing, if you can put on the contract 21 days?
Yes,
versus
for
30?
sure. Yes.
Yeah, so feel free to do that for any of them. But also, one thing I want to talk about that helps us do that is we're seeing a lot more appraisal waivers. Like they call it a property inspection waiver, or a PIW for short. And for people who are putting 10, 15% or more down, we're seeing more and more of those this year. And that's by design with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. But when we have those inspection waivers, we can move that timeline up real quick. And just to share a little more with you, is I actually got a property inspection waiver on a condominium today.
Oh my gosh.
We used to never see those on condominiums, but now on a condo, I received a property inspection waiver for a client who's putting 20% down. Those type of things really help speed the process up.
Well, not only that, I mean, I know it's not for some people it's not a huge savings, but you're saving that appraisal fee, which is pretty dang nice. Too.
Yeah, it can be anywhere from, call it $500 to $700, depending on the location and the property. So who wouldn't want to save that?
I'll take
Yes.
$500 every day.
Every day. Yeah, absolutely. So things are moving really well in the mortgage world right now. Rates are attractive. Time frames are shortened. Technology is, again, allowing us to do things that we couldn't do before. So it's a great time to be in the mortgage
Yeah.
business or in the real estate business in general.
For sure. Well, I just closed a transaction with Mike actually, and
Yesterday.
and he was phenomenal. We had an FHA loan, and I'll tell you, FHAs can be tricky with the appraisals, and if it wasn't for the appraisal, which they came out and did the appraisal, they said everything looks good besides some things that need fixed, and so they had to finish those fixes, go back
Minor.
out and minor. It was minor things, but it didn't increase the contract time at all. We got it closed in 30 days, easy peasy. But without that, if you're doing an appraisal waiver, I mean, Mike had everything wrapped up in like 10 days, it felt like. He was like, oh, everything's ready to go. We're just waiting for the appraisal. It was unbelievable. But
16 days is the shortest one I've had this
I
summer.
mean,
16 days.
You were on top of it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So, and that's the one thing, and we have people on this show that we genuinely love to work with, and we get nothing out of it. I don't get paid extra if we're working with Mike. It's because he takes care of people. Oh my.
Sorry, couldn't resist.
I'll take it.
Under the table. Yes. Don't show on the camera.
No, it's because it's communication. It is attentiveness. That's the biggest. Would you agree that's the biggest thing in this industry is having open communication? The clients want questions answered.
Oh yeah.
And this client had a lot of questions. It's their first time buying a house, and so they were a little
He's
nervous.
always happy to answer or resolve all that questions for our clients.
Every time, and he's quick about it too. If he's in the middle of some sort of family activity or some activity, he will text you back as quickly as he can and say, hey, I'll give you a call in a little bit, or answer the question over text. I mean, he's on it. Whereas sometimes you'll try to get a hold of somebody and it's Saturday and I might get an email back Sunday saying I'll give you a call Monday, and it's like, no, he'll get on it, and that's a huge thing, and he's there to help everybody out.
You're embarrassing me. I'm just kidding. Thank you though. Those are very kind words.
No, it's huge, and it's huge. As an agent, that's huge because it helps the process move along. As working with my buyers and communicating with the listing agents and the sellers, so. It just makes the whole process that much easier. We really do appreciate it.
No, thank you very much. And it's a matter of loving what you do. And helping people is really why I got into this business, 30 years ago-ish. So I appreciate it. That's very nice of you to say. And it's nice for you to recognize it, both of you, because, I do take my job very seriously.
If you didn't realize by him saying that, he's old. So.
I may be old. But I think my hairline is still a little lower than yours.
This has been this high since birth. Okay, have never born with a drive-in movie theater screen for a forehead over here.
Boy, that took a turn, didn't it? Real quick.
I can thank my dad for that one.
Yeah, well, at least you have hair.
This is true. So, what's going on in your personal life? I know golf season's wrapping up. You're not going to be able to get out as much anymore. You're playing here today, aren't you?
I'm doing 9 holes this afternoon, so yes, it's going to be close to 70 degrees. How can I not? But no, just staying busy. I got my son graduating from Kent State next month.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you very much. My daughter is interviewing multiple schools for graduate school for physical therapy, so we're going to Cincinnati this weekend to look at a school. She still needs to interview with Ohio State. She actually got called back for an interview to get in at Ohio State.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
That just happened late last week.
Oh, that's
It's
awesome.
a good year for your family.
Yeah, and thank you. And so busy with the kids, busy with college stuff going on, and work and golf for one more day. For one more day.
So you have an interesting neighbor. You have interesting neighbors, I should say.
I have great neighbors.
One of which is Randy Wilker. Has Randy been on our podcast?
He has not, and we need to get him on.
Good God, we need to. So Randy sells insurance. You can go ahead and talk about him. Go right ahead.
Well, okay. I can. You got to show him this so he knows I'm giving him a plug. So no, he's my neighbor. He's one of my great friends, one of our great friends, and he's one of the best, in my opinion, insurance agents in the city of Columbus. Randy Wilker. With Griffin Lance Insurance, And man, if anybody needs insurance, let this guy give you at least a second opinion.
He got one of my clients an amazing rate on exceptional. I mean, it was probably twice as good a coverage as they were getting elsewhere when they were getting quotes, and the price was the yearly rate was literally half.
Yeah.
And she was a young woman who, had good credit but doesn't have a lot of credit history, and the house had some past history that had been repaired, and everyone was very standoffish and had sky high rates, and he got her squared away, and it just made them happy. They were considering not buying the house because they thought the insurance rate was going to be too high.
Yeah.
And he put them at ease and got them a fantastic policy.
So you see that, Randy? We do give you a plug. I just had to put the camera for that one.
He throws some pretty epic tailgates, though. I know
Yeah.
I know you guys put one on, once or twice a year down at OSU, and you guys did one this last weekend at his house, though, actually, didn't you?
We did. He has an OSU party bus, and so we brought it back to his house, and we had a little fire pit out front, 75-inch TV screen. Blackstone was cooking breakfast in the morning, smash burgers for lunch, and there's probably, I don't know, 12 to 15 people there throughout the day, and it's right there in our front yards.
That sounds perfect.
It was a lot of fun. It really is. It's a
Absolutely
lot of fun.
perfect. We should just do that today for no reason.
I'll be home by, what time do you get out of your parent-teacher conference?
We'll be done around 5 o'clock.
We might have a fire going.
I love it.
So it's all about having fun. Doing what you love and having fun doing it, and surrounding yourself with the right people, right? And then it doesn't even feel like work.
It's true.
You're just helping people.
It's true.
So that's why I love what I do.
We love having you. We love what we do. We love doing it with you. So.
Well, I appreciate you having me. Now it's time for me to go get ready for some golf.
All right. Well, if anyone needs to get a hold of Mike, what's your cell phone number?
It is 614-332-3242, and you can email me at michaelbeatty@howardhanna.com.
Perfect. Well, thank you for joining us today, and Denise thank you as
thank
well.
You. Mike,
And remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell at Shannon Grimm Realtor and at 614 Real Estate Nerds. And we'll see you next time.